The Dallas Mavericks are continuing to solidify themselves in the playoff race, but while Kristaps Porzingis has been sidelined with a minor knee injury, they've hit a rough patch. Porzingis isn't putting up career highs in scoring, but he does so much for this Mavericks team. He spreads the floor to the extreme on offense, protects the rim on defense, and he is averaging a career high in rebounds per game. And without Porzingis, the burden for Doncic to make Luka magic is greater than ever before. The team just doesn't have a shot to win without him doing something statistically no player has ever done before. And against the Chicago Bulls, he did just that when he went off for 21 points in the third quarter, finishing with 38 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists, making him just the second player under the age of 21 to have back-to-back 35-point triple-double games. And the only other player is himself. And if you're trying to talk smack to him, Luka will gladly oblige and remind you how many buckets he's dropped on you. I'm Nick Angstead, and let's break down Luka Doncic's 21-point third quarter against the Bulls. If you like breakdowns like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel and comment below for future video suggestions. Going into the third quarter, the Mavs were only up by 6. The Bulls were dominating down low. They scored 72 points in the paint in this game. With Porzingis out, the Mavs replaced him in the starting lineup with JJ Barea, which, by the way, is absurd. Not because JJ can't be a good stopgap starter, but because the Mavs can replace a 7'3 guy with a 5'9 guy in their starting 5. Playing with JJ can create some semi-awkward situations, but mostly because it's just jarring to see Luka standing in the corner during any possession at all. But Luka's first scoring play in the third quarter came off the ball in a give and go with JJ Barea. The Mavs run this play a lot. They used to run it with Wes Matthews as the passer and Dennis Smith Jr. as the scorer, and he'd dunk an alley-oop. But the Mavs have continued to run this play with Luka passing and Dorian Finney-Smith finishing. At some point in the future, if the Mavs want to win a title, they'll need to add another big-time shot creator. They tried this summer with Kemba Walker, but if and when they do land a playmaker in the future, they'll need Luka to run more plays like this and learn how to play off the ball in the NBA. Recently, there's been a lot of talk about post-up plays around the Mavs. Coach Carlisle even said it's just not a good play anymore. But every once in a while, Luka gets away with one because of his height advantage over smaller players like Shaq Harrison, and on this one, he takes it to the next level, finishing the putback in traffic. You're going to see number 3 Shaq Harrison guarding Luka a bunch in this breakdown. Shaq subbed in for the first time in the game with 9 minutes and 32 seconds left in the third quarter. He played the whole rest of the quarter and basically didn't play another meaningful minute in the game. Here's another example of Luka working off the ball. Luka runs a really high Iverson cut across the court, but Shaq Harrison stuck with him and Luka had to hit him with a step-back 3. These step-backs seem so simple and Luka makes them so fluid, but the timing and balance it takes to get this shot off is remarkable. Luka drives his body into his defender, watches Shaq's feet to wait when he loads back up to recover, and that's when he plants his foot and drops back to splash. Even with Porzingis out, the Mavs are still able to play 5 out when Maxi Kleber is on the floor, which allows Luka a ton of space and lanes to drive. On this first play, Maxi sets a screen for him and Luka just splits the defenders and finishes. And on the next play, Maxi and Dorian are on the wings instead of in the corner, pulling the bigger defenders out to the 3-point line, leaving guards like Kobe White in the lane. Luka has been a professional basketball player since he was 13 years old. He's played so much basketball that he's developed a sixth sense for things on the court. His no-look passes are a great example. But you can also tell when a younger player is going to make a mistake, like on this transition play. Luka comes away with the rebound, looks behind him to see that Thad Young is trailing, and then right at half court, he sees Shaq Harrison adjust his hips to try and cut Luka's drive off. Luka reads that, slightly changes his direction, knows that the foul is coming, and is able to load up and get his shot off in continuation. These drives and layups really mess with defenders' minds, and Luka can easily take advantage of that respect with a well-placed step-back 3. Another sign of a player that has played a ton of basketball is their ability to recover from mistakes. Luka stumbles on this step back, but here he's able to regain his balance, cross over Harrison real quick, and then Zach LaVine tries to anticipate where Luka will take off from and guesses wrong. Luka finishes with a big, aptly named Euro step. And then to cap it all off, Luka finishes with a nasty step back 3. On this angle, you can really tell why these are so deadly when he's hitting. When Luka jab steps, Shaq Harrison's right foot reflexively falls back, and instead of launching his shot contest from the 3-point line, he's jumping off his right foot from the nail, which makes a huge difference. The Mavs are on pace to win 52 games this season. Comment below if you think they can keep that pace up. Remember to vote for Luka for All-Star, and if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel for more breakdowns like this. Follow me on Twitter at NickVanExit, and subscribe to the Locked On Mavericks podcast in the links in the description. Thanks for watching. Boom.